Every night while you're unconscious, your cat is wide awake, not pacing, not hunting shadows, but performing a ritual thousands of years in the making, directed entirely at you. It's not about food. It's not about boredom. And the eerie part? Most of it happens right under your nose, without you ever realizing. So tonight, when the lights go out, remember this. Your feline isn't just sleeping by your side. They're running a silent system. Part guardian, part scientist, part healer. And once you know what they're actually doing, you'll never look at those midnight stares the same way again. Let's break it down, ritual by ritual. Number 1, the midnight watch. Imagine waking in the dark and seeing 2 glowing points hovering at the edge of your bed. It looks unsettling, but your cat isn't just staring. They're tracking you. With night vision 6 times sharper than yours and a tapetum lucidum boosting their sight 50-fold, they can read the rise and fall of your chest with microscopic precision. Evolution trained them to detect the flick of a mouse in tall grass. Now that skill set is locked onto you. Your breathing, your tiny muscle twitches, even the rhythm of your heartbeat. It's all data. And here's the twist. Studies show cats can pick up stress signals long before we consciously notice them. So when your cat won't stop watching you during tough times, they aren't haunting you. They're monitoring your health. If you think that's strange, wait until you hear what they do when your sleep cycle shifts. Number 2, the gentle validator. Picture this. You're half dreaming when you feel a soft paw brush your cheek. It feels random, but it isn't. Your breathing just changed. Your muscles went slack. You've entered REM. That's when your cat launches a checkup. Paws land on your face, neck, or hands. Pulse points. Their pads hold over 2,000 touch receptors per square centimeter, making them hypersensitive to temperature, heartbeat, and tension. They're reading you like a sensor array. Most owners mistake this for wake up and feed me, but the timing gives it away. These taps cluster around your sleep transitions, the most vulnerable moments. Once satisfied, they vanish back into the dark, resuming silent guard. But what about when they aren't touching you, just shifting around the bed? That's not fidgeting. It's surveillance on another level. Number 3, the thermal regulator. Cats aren't just warm lumps on the blanket. They're living thermometers. Through the night, they reposition around your body every 70 to 90 minutes, mirroring your sleep cycles. Why? Because your body temperature drifts by 1 to 2 degrees across the night, and their baseline runs hotter than ours, 100.5 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, making them perfect heat sensors. Tokyo University found cats deliberately shift to cooler or restless areas of their humans, adding warmth where circulation dips. That gentle weight on your chest or feet isn't random. It's targeted thermal support. Even better, the light pressure works like a weighted blanket. Oxytocin rises, cortisol falls, and both of you sleep deeper. So the next time your cat settles against your legs, realize they're not just comfortable, they're regulating you. But some nights, they don't stay on the bed at all. They move to a very particular post. Number 4, the doorway sentinel. You've seen it. 2 a.m., silence, and your cat is stretched toward the door. It looks casual, but it's tactical. Cats evolved as both predator and prey. That duality wired them for hypervigilance. Facing the door gives them a double advantage, watching the house's main entry point while keeping you in their peripheral vision. Their hearing extends to 85 kilohertz, 4 times our limit, and those rotating ears sweep the room for anomalies. Between 2 and 4 a.m., when human vulnerability peaks, feline vigilance spikes by nearly 45%. Your cat isn't dozing, they're guarding. And when they slip away into the hall, that's not boredom. It's part of a bigger pattern. Number 5, the perimeter patrol. Imagine this. You wake, realize your cat is gone, and then minutes later, they're back. Not restless, not random. They've just completed a patrol. Infrared tracking shows cats loop around the house in methodical routes, checking doors, windows, and boundaries. Each lap ends the same way. Back to you to confirm your breathing before they reset. And here's the kicker. Cats increase patrol frequency by up to 35% when their owner is sick or stressed. That's not instinct, it's adaptation. So if you notice them leaving more often on nights you're unwell, they're tightening the net. But even when patrol ends, they don't stop. They prepare for the final act of the night. Number 6, the biological alarm. Your alarm is set for 7 a.m., yet at 6:55, there's your cat, watching. Always at the same time. This isn't hunger. Cats can calibrate their internal clocks within plus or minus 15 minutes of human routines. And here's what's wild. They're syncing the rhythm to yours. They catch the micro-arousals, the cortisol spike, the subtle breathing shifts of your final sleep stage. When you surface, so do they. At first, it's a quiet nudge, a shift on the mattress. If you don't stir, they escalate until you wake. Annoying? Sure, but it's also a natural stabilizer, keeping your body clock on track better than any alarm app. And while you're waking, they've already been running another hidden program. Number 7, the silent communicator. Night meows aren't like daytime calls. Acoustic studies show they drop into the 300 to 600 hertz range, low enough to soothe without waking you fully. Sometimes there's no sound at all. The silent meow likely runs into ultrasonic frequencies only other cats could hear. For you, it's a gesture, a reassurance ping. And then comes the purr, 25 to 50 hertz vibrations scientifically shown to promote healing, reduce stress, and even aid bone strength. That's not coincidence. It's therapy. And when they don't vocalize at all, their presence alone sends the same message. No demands, no playtime, just proximity, like an invisible shield around you. But what's even stranger? Over weeks, they begin to rewrite their entire biology, just to match yours. Number 8, the rhythm synchronizer. Cats are built for polyphasic sleep, 15 to 20 hours in dozens of mini naps. But share a bed with them, and something changes. They cut nighttime activity by 40% to align with your 7 to 8 hour block. That's right. They bend their natural dawn and dusk wiring to match your timetable. The link runs deeper than you think. Heart rate variability studies show owners and cats' rhythms actually synchronize during sleep. Breathing falls into step. Hormones shift together. It's as if two biological clocks are negotiating a common beat. And once that sync is in place, cats can start running their most advanced diagnostic. Number 9, the chemical detector. You've seen it, the half-open mouth, the Fleeman response. That's not weirdness, that's chemical scanning. With over 200 million olfactory receptors versus your 5 million, cats can read volatile compounds from your breath and sweat. Essentially, they smell your health. Case reports show cats detecting low blood sugar, seizures, and illness hours before symptoms hit. Nursing homes even document cats clustering near patients before crises. When your cat suddenly grows clingy or attentive, it isn't drama. They've likely picked up early chemical markers your body is leaking. And that ability isn't new. It's ancient. Number 10, the evolutionary bond. Roll back 10,000 years. The first farmers stored grain, and with it came mice. Cats arrived, hunted, and earned a place. But families kept the ones that did more than hunt, the ones that also watched. Egypt saw it and named it Bastet, goddess of protection. Cats weren't just mousers, but guardians against evil and disease. Fast forward to now, and that ancient vigilance hasn't vanished. It's redirected at you. Brain scans show cats process human faces using neural roots similar to territory checks and offspring care. In other words, your family. And their protective software doesn't just look old, it still runs drills every night. Number 11, the protective predator. Cats are both predator and prey, a paradox that sharpens them into perfect guardians. Their freeze, stalk, pounce sequence maps directly onto how they process threats. When they freeze in the dark, ears swiveling, they're not distracted. They're running calculations. Their silent movement means they can check the house without disturbing you. Even play connects. Batting toys, chasing shadows. It's training. Threat response drills to keep the reflexes honed. And when the house is silent, those same skills wrap around you like an invisible perimeter. But protection isn't just physical, it's psychological. Number 12, the reassurance provider. Ever notice how much safer you feel with your cat nearby? That isn't imaginary. Sleep studies confirm cat owners report less insomnia and more nighttime security. The steady rhythm of purring acts like white noise, blocking disruptive sounds and calming your nervous system. For kids, cats become transitional guardians, reducing nightmares and anxiety. For adults, they cut isolation. The subtle movements, soft sounds, and occasional checks create a constant reassurance loop. Physiology backs it up. Heart rate variability improves, stress hormones drop. Your cat isn't just a guard. They're a living sedative, and their reassurance comes with hardware-level monitoring. Number 13. The Micro Movement Monitor. Humans shift micro movements about every 20 minutes during sleep. Your cat notices every single one. If you move too often, they sense distress. Too little? They intervene, sometimes with a nudge, sometimes with a paw. Research shows cats prompt these corrections without fully waking their owners, preventing discomfort and circulation issues. Whiskers, sensitive enough to detect air currents, double as respiratory sensors when they hover near your face. Combined with muscle tone detection, it's a near medical level of monitoring. Ever feel your cat wake you mid-nightmare? That's not coincidence. They're reacting to distressed breathing, muscle tension, and erratic movement, shaking you free from a bad cycle. And this instinct isn't new. It's a legacy stretching back through human history. Number 14. The Living Legacy. From temples to ships, humans always kept cats not just for their hunting, but their guarding. Modern cats carry almost identical genetics to their ancient ancestors. When they slip through your room at night, they're reenacting rituals virtually unchanged for millennia, a living connection to one of the oldest human-animal partnerships on Earth. No training required. The instinct simply awakens. Each night, your cat repeats a legacy written across 10,000 years of human survival. And in that silence, they remind us of a truth we often forget. The bond isn't new. It's ancient, deliberate, and still alive in every quiet check they perform while you sleep. So tonight, when you feel that soft weight against your legs, or catch a pair of glowing eyes in the dark, remember, it isn't random. Your cat isn't just there. They're guarding, regulating, checking, and syncing with you, running a ritual older than civilization itself. You're not simply sharing a bed. You're part of an unbroken watch that stretches back to the first fires, the first farms, the first families who realized this animal doesn't just survive with us, it protects us. And if that thought doesn't change how you see your cat tonight, wait until you hear what they're silently telling you during the day, because their secret communication system is even stranger. And it's the subject of the next video.